How y'all doing once again, man? Y'all already know what it is. Larry Actions, his boy L Dog. Here to check out this video from the Cosmic Wonder. Now, Cosmic Wonder is a very reliable source about Marvel news and DC news. A lot of his stuff always comes to light when it comes to these movies. So, it's supposed to be a Spider-Man 4 update. Tom Holland. Let's see what the hell they talking about.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and today we have some really exciting news about Spider-Man 4. It's been a while since we've really heard anything about Spider-Man 4, but the MCU right now seems to be quite busy, and it does seem like some of their slate release dates are going to be changing. But in the midst of all of that, rumors suggest that it's going to be releasing in July of 2024. This, of course, gives Spider-Man one more movie before we go into the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and the Avengers Secret Wars, which Spider-Man does indeed need to come out before those films. And we know that Secret Wars is going to be a huge multiversal film with tons of different heroes and teams. Yes, we'll have the Avengers, but we're also going to have the Fantastic Four. Also, we're going to have the X-Men, and it looks like we are going to possibly get the Defenders as well. Now, ever since Charlie Cox made his return as Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, in the MCU in Spider-Man No Way Home, and then of course in She-Hulk, all of the fans of the Netflix Marvel series have been given a great deal of hope. Hope that other characters can now return, like the Punisher, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and anybody else from that universe. Well, of course, with Avengers Secret Wars being about other universes, that makes it extremely possible. However, it does look like we're actually going to be seeing these characters in our main universe, in the MCU, in Earth 616, and it looks like a lot of them could be making a debut in Spider-Man 4. And this could lead up to what could quite possibly be one of the best Spider-Man stories yet, the MCU. We have a recent report from the insider account The Watcher on Twitter, and they stated recently that Spider-Man 4 will feature Peter meeting his street-level peers. Now, Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, has already said that he wants Spider-Man and Daredevil to team up, specifically on the street level of things. And since Peter already met Matt Murdock, this just makes the most sense, although right now Matt Murdock would not know who Peter Parker was. The whole Doctor Strange spell and all. But I'm sure Daredevil knows who Spider-Man is. And in fact, since Daredevil mentioned Hell's Kitchen, I'm sure that he knows the other Defenders as well, and I'm sure the other Defenders have heard about Spider-Man. However, we don't know if Spider-Man has heard of them yet. But if he hasn't, he is about to. Spider-Man No Way Home left us at the end of the movie seeing Peter on that street level, like the Spider-Man that we've kind of been waiting for. He monitors the radio for crime. Then when he hears it, he goes out and he fights it. This is a street level Spider-Man. This isn't Spider-Man in space with the Avengers. Not that we didn't love that, because we did, but this is a more grounded Spider-Man, one who is going to meet other grounded superheroes. And it looks like that is happening in Spider-Man 4. And I would expect to see several different characters appear. Matt Murdock / Daredevil for sure, but recently we've gotten news from another insider, My Time to Shine Hello, that Jessica Jones will be coming to the MCU. There's also been big rumors that John Bernthal's The Punisher is going to be coming to the MCU as well. I'm expecting most of these old Defender characters to return. Rumor has it that we'll see some of them in the Echo series and the Daredevil series, and whichever ones we do see, I think we could probably see in Spider-Man 4, which will probably lead to the street-level Avengers team being formed. Now, this is good, but also bad news. So before we jump in what this is all building up to in the villain, let's talk about the bad news. The bad news is a lot of us really do want to see Peter Parker truly on his own. Just one Spider-Man fighting one villain with no help. Now, right now, it's set up to be that way. Nobody knows who Peter Parker is, not even MJ, not Ned, not Happy, nobody. And even though people still know who Spider-Man is, any relationship with Peter Parker that anybody might have had is gone. So the bad news is that if we get all of these characters in the next film, he won't exactly be on his own, which is something that a lot of people want to see, especially because it's set up perfectly. But there is, of course, still hope, and rumor has it that Tom Holland has signed a new contract with Marvel Studios for 6 more Spider-Man appearances. Now, we know that Spider-Man 4 is going to be one of them.
Oh, Kang
Spider-Man
Dynasty.
5 and Spider-Man 6 should be another two. And then, of
Secret
course,
Wars.
Avengers the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. And then he'll most likely make a cameo in Echo or Daredevil or another series. But the good news about that is there should be 3 new Spider-Man films within the next handful of years. Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6. So there is room for him to have a movie that is truly just him. And I, for one, hope it plays out like this. In Spider-Man 4, he meets these characters like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. He meets them and he fights with them in some minor scenes. Not in the big final fight scene, but some scenes that happen randomly throughout the movie. He meets these other heroes and realizes that there is a street level team out there. There are street level heroes fighting crime. And in the movie, they let him know that if he ever needs any help, they're there for him. Because I'm sure in Spider-Man 4, he's going to express to somebody that he literally has no one. So hopefully he meets the Defenders and they say, hey, if you ever need us, give us a call. We get some few fight scenes and then they depart before the final fight. That gives us awesome cameos, but then it also gives us Spider-Man on his own still. But then in future movies, they can come together again to fight Kingpin. Right now, Kingpin is being set up in the MCU as a big villain. We saw him in Hawkeye. He is going to be the main villain of the Echo series, and he's also going to be the main villain of the Daredevil series. So he is a villain for a lot of different projects, but he is also a classic, iconic Spider-Man villain, one who we want to see him fight in the MCU. Well, good news is it looks like Marvel Studios is setting that up, and it looks like they are setting it up to where Spider-Man is going to team up with the Defenders to take down Kingpin. Kingpin is going to have what seems to be a pretty good story in the MCU, going through Hawkeye to the Daredevil series. And since Spider-Man is supposed to meet his street level peers in Spider-Man 4, and a team up is expected, it would make sense that they all team up to take down Kingpin. Because we know that one of these Spider-Man movies should be based off of what Marvel Studios has teased us with, a Venom movie. The Venom symbiote now exists inside of the MCU. Although it's not Tom Hardy's Venom, the symbiote is there. According to some rumors, Tom Holland's Spider-Man is going to get the symbiote in Avengers Secret Wars, much like he does for the very first time in the comics. But the only movie happening before Secret Wars is Spider-Man 4, so Spider-Man 5 could be about Spider-Man and the Venom symbiote, or they could push that back to Spider-Man 6. However, since Spider-Man 5 is going to happen pretty much right after Secret Wars, Spider-Man 5 might be the Venom film, and then Spider-Man 6 might be this big team-up film with the street-level Avengers / the Defenders going up against Kingpin and possibly even more villains, possibly a Sinister Six team, which I think both would be kind of cool. It would be cool to see a bunch of different heroes take on one villain like Kingpin, but it would also be kind of cool to see a bunch of different heroes take on the Sinister Six, so they each are fighting one person. Either way, it looks like we are about to see a different side of the MCU, a side that is more of a crime side, the street-level crime with gangs, and the Tracksuit Mafia, which we saw in the Echo series. Basically a big and huge crime organization ran by Kingpin. And I, for one, am extremely excited to see how this all plays out in the MCU. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How would you like to see Spider-Man team up with the Defenders and go up against Kingpin? Let us know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date.
I think this is a good idea. I think this is a very good idea. Him meeting the Defenders. If y'all haven't checked that out on Netflix, well, it's not on Netflix anymore, to be on Disney Plus. That was a good show. That was a good little series. Basically, the street level heroes, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, all of them meeting up for the first time. Man, and then if they put Punisher in it too, I like it. I think it's headed in a really good direction. Cause it's, and to keep it grounded, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like taking a turn away from the Avenger level shit and keeping it kind of street level. That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all make sure y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think. And make sure y'all like and subscribe. God bless the Fed. Whoa.